Welcome to Hero Villains. Who do you think would win when Black Adam vs Lobo, the rage between a god and an immortal monster? Black Adam, whose real name is Teth Adam, was once a slave in Kahndaq before the wizard Shazam granted him the power of the ancient gods. His strength comes from 6 divine entities, granting him unmatched power, lightning speed, superior intellect, and the ability to wield ancient magic. When he shouts the name Shazam, he transforms into the embodiment of divine wrath, powerful enough to confront Superman and shake the very sky with a single punch. Lobo is the infamous bounty hunter of the DC universe. Born on the planet Czarnia and responsible for the destruction of his own species, Lobo possesses physical attributes far beyond biological limits. He is nearly immortal, able to regenerate from a single drop of blood and immune to most forms of torture. His brute strength is enough to crush cosmic-level heroes, while his brutality and reckless attitude make him a true nightmare. Before we dive deeper into the analysis, please hit the subscribe button and remember to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thank you very much. Black Adam is not just powerful, he is a catastrophe in human form. There was a time when he shattered a shield designed to withstand the impact of a meteor that once wiped out the dinosaurs. The energy that shield could endure was equivalent to the destructive force of 10 billion nuclear bombs. When Adam pierced that defense, it meant he had surpassed a level of power nearly beyond imagination. Even more terrifying, that was still not his true peak. Teth Adam possesses enough power to directly confront Superman, the symbol of strength capable of lifting an entire planet. He has never been outmatched in those encounters. If Shazam represents the power of 6 Greek gods, then Black Adam in the New 52 era went even further. He did not merely inherit power from 6 Egyptian divine entities, but was blessed by 7 gods, he transforming him into the ultimate embodiment of ancient divine authority. From Shu, he gained the stamina of the sky. His body is as firm as the vast heavens, enduring every blow without faltering. Heru granted him divine speed, so fast that even light lags behind. When he moves, the air is torn apart, and the battlefield is left with nothing but the echo of lightning. Amon bestowed upon him physical strength beyond all standards. It is a force capable of crushing enemies with a single swing. Zehuti opened within his mind a treasury of knowledge as vast as the universe, making him not only powerful but also deeply aware of every strategy and the true nature of power. Aton brought him an energy simply called power, yet hidden within it is the ability to command lightning with unmatched might. Menthu forged in his heart the courage of the great pharaohs, an unyielding will that never submits. And Isis granted him mystical abilities beyond limits that even the champion Shazam could not reach. When all of this converges, Black Adam is no longer merely a man granted power, he becomes the symbol of divine wrath, a king holding lightning in his hand and ancient history in his eyes. At his most glorious peak, Black Adam demonstrated overwhelming dominance. When facing Shazam, he did not treat it as an evenly matched battle, but as a lesson to a novice about what true power means. There was a time when he single-handedly overwhelmed the entire Shazam family, equivalent to facing 2 champions with strength comparable to Superman at the same time. One of them even split into multiple entities to increase numbers and independent thinking. Yet even that was not enough to change the outcome. Black Adam systematically struck them down with cold precision. His power does not stop at the level of superhero confrontations. For him, destroying a nation is merely the inevitable consequence of energy that reaches planetary scale. He once defeated Azarius, the embodiment of death, as proof of the authority granted by the 7 Egyptian gods. A more shocking moment came when he made the Spectre stagger. When the spirit of vengeance attempted to erase magic from existence, Black Adam focused all his will and strength into a single attack. That impact tore through the shell and armor of the near-supreme entity, leaving the Spectre stunned and motionless amid a seismic surge of energy. It was a feat that Superman or other powerful figures, even Dr. Manhattan, could not accomplish. Black Adam is not the kind of opponent who merely fills a role in a grand battle. He has simultaneously confronted Power Girl, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Stargirl, Plastic Man, Jay Garrick, along with multiple Green Lanterns and other heroes. That was no ordinary clash, but a trial of endurance for an entire heroic era. Yet, within that encirclement, Black Adam stood firm like a monument forged from lightning. Even Superman, when engaging him in battle, does not need to hold back in the usual way. The Man of Steel understands that Adam is capable of withstanding his full power. Superman himself has admitted that Black Adam punches harder than Shazam. Black Adam has defeated the entire Justice League and even subdued the Green Lantern Corps. Very few can bring him down, except true gods. He represents the ultimate potential of power that Captain Marvel could achieve if he completely cast aside all limits. One of the factors that makes Black Adam terrifying is not only his strength, but his ability to sustain a nearly limitless energy source. He consistently maintains peak condition, capable of overwhelming opponents with cold endurance. After awakening from his ancient tomb, Teth Adam immediately charged into confrontation with Intergang and then clashed with the Justice Society. The battle lasted nearly an entire day. Yet not for a single moment did he show signs of exhaustion. Even when facing Sabbac in a fierce battle filled with lightning and destruction, his power remained intact as it was at the beginning. Black Adam can survive in harsh environments without food, water, air, or sleep for an indefinite period. After a series of consecutive battles, he shows no concern for rest or replenishing energy. Black Adam's speed is not merely fast. He can move far beyond the speed of sound, rivaling Superman and even reaching the level of the Flash in his most explosive moments. Thousands of kilometers to him are equivalent to the blink of an eye. While engaging an Intergang warship, he flew around the globe in just seconds, turning the entire planet into a miniature battlefield beneath his feet. Adam charged into the Intergang army at such terrifying speed that time itself seemed to slow before his eyes. Every movement of his opponents became heavy and fragmented, as if they were trapped in a thick current. He moved among them like living lightning, and when the flow of time returned to normal, a violent explosion had nearly wiped out the entire force. That reflex was further proven when he caught an Eternium missile mid-air immediately after a brief warning. In the sky, he flies at supersonic velocity, easily pursuing Intergang warships to rescue Amon Thomas. And when his full power returned, he needed only moments to fly from Antarctica back to Kahndaq, as if the world were merely a single stride for the king who holds lightning in his hand. Black Adam is extremely powerful, capable of lifting enormous objects or sending people flying for miles with a single punch or a simple throw. He can even damage the wing of an F-35 with one punch and clap his hands to create a powerful sonic boom. This allows him to brutally kill most enemies or destroy everything in his path, which means he quickly became a threat to Argus, who sent the Justice Society to try to stop him with little success, and Adam even threatened to kill them if they chose to continue fighting him. I truly hope you will. Subscribe to the channel, it would help us greatly, and you are the best. Thank you very much. Now let us talk about Lobo. Lobo is the last surviving Czarnian. The Czarnians were once a peaceful alien race who lived quietly on the planet Czarnia. Then, a child was born. Even while lying in his cradle, his gaze drove his own mother insane. That child was named Lobo, a name in the Czarnian language carrying a horrifying meaning, the one who devours your internal organs and fully enjoys it. The name was not a joke, but a prophecy. When he grew up, Lobo was not merely a rebel. He turned the entire planet into a laboratory for his twisted ideas. In a scientific project carried out by his own hands, he released a swarm of mutated scorpions onto Czarnia. The result was the complete extinction of his species. What was even more terrifying was that he gave himself an A grade as if he had just completed an excellent exam. From that moment on, Lobo became the last Czarnian. Not because he survived, but because he made sure no one else did. He roamed across the galaxy as a bounty hunter, leaving behind massacres and contracts fulfilled through absolute violence. His reputation spread throughout the universe, not only because of his power, but also because of his proudly displayed madness. In Lobo eyes, there is no regret, only satisfaction. Lobo's strength has never been a fixed number. There were times when he delivered punches powerful enough to knock down Superman without using his full force. Yet, there were also moments when he struggled with objects that seemed trivial. That fluctuation makes Lobo an unpredictable variable. Even so, in most of his appearances, he stands physically equal to the Man of Steel. At certain periods, his strength reached a level capable of destroying an entire planet. Lifting weights beyond 100 tons for him is almost just a warm-up before the feast of violence. Lobo also possesses astonishing stamina. He can fight continuously without showing any sign of exhaustion, as if his body does not recognize the concept of fatigue. Prolonged battles are merely entertainment to him. His immortality is even more bizarre. He has died before, but his defiance and chaos were unbearable to both hell and heaven. Eventually, his soul was returned to his body, and from that point on, he was no longer bound by age or disease. Combined with his powerful regeneration, this makes him a true nightmare for anyone who seeks to end him. Lobo durability is as inconsistent as his strength. At times, he has stood firm against planet-level blows from Superman without a scratch. Yet there are occasions when his flesh has been pierced by bullets or affected by magic. That contradiction creates the image of a Czarnian who is both nearly invincible and impossible to predict. Lobo regenerative ability is what makes even seasoned heroes cautious. He can regrow limbs within seconds, bones and flesh fully restored as if never damaged. Superman once admitted that a single drop of Lobo blood is enough for him to be completely reborn. From that mechanism, he has even created multiple versions of himself, new Lobos emerging from blood like savage copies. This means that the concept of killing him is almost meaningless. Even if his body is completely destroyed, his soul does not dissipate but can possess another host. There was once a time when he inhabited a snail and turned it into a version that carried his own essence. Lobo has claimed that he can cross the cold of space and charge through the heat of blazing suns. He has survived a fire attack powerful enough to incinerate dozens of Keyword Thunder warriors standing nearby. In close combat, he is bold enough to confront Superman, Batman, Aquaman, or Etrigan directly without hesitation. And when holding a gun, Lobo does not fire randomly. Every bullet has intent. He once proved this by using an automatic weapon to shoot down a heavy object at precisely the right point, crushing someone who had insulted him. In his hands, violence is not blind chaos, but an art executed with cold confidence and an arrogant smile. Lobo does not only cause chaos in the dark corners of the known universe. He has even set foot in the fifth dimension, where entities of near divine nature exist. There, he slaughtered lesser demons without hesitation. Even imps like Q-Gwasp have admitted that they can manipulate reality on multiple levels, freely traveling through time and hypertime. Lobo appearance and disruption in such a realm demonstrate that he feels no fear. His extraordinary regenerative ability made him a crucial piece in the chaotic war of Dark Knight's death metal. When Wonder Woman confronted the Darkest Night, he charged into the battlefield like a living bomb, ready to be torn apart and then reborn to continue fighting. Lobo once defeated an older version of Superman, or one from the early post-crisis era. He openly claimed he could snap Aquaman's neck, yet spared him simply because the King of Atlantis treated dolphins kindly. His brutality is always accompanied by a strange and twisted sense of humor. He has battled gods in heaven itself, while simultaneously confronting Dr. Fate, Zatanna, Ragman, the wizard Sargon, and Enchantress without suffering defeat. Twice he faced a Superman controlled by Eclipso and held his ground both times. If his body is destroyed, his soul can possess another host to continue the carnage. For Lobo, the battlefield is merely a stage, and death is only a revolving door. Across the arid land of Kahndaq, where Golden conceal ancient ruins and the sky is forever heavy with the breath of gods, a sound tore through the horizon. A flaming space motorcycle descended like a meteor. Its rider was Lobo, the self-proclaimed main man, arriving under a contract signed by cosmic-level forces. When Lobo set foot on the desert, Black Adam was already waiting. To him, Kahndaq is not merely a homeland, but sacred territory. He looked at the intruder as if gazing upon a sentence already passed. Lobo laughed loudly and issued a challenge, while Adam responded with a stern declaration of the power of the gods. No further words were needed. Black Adam struck first. He moved at transcendent speed and delivered a punch that sent Lobo crashing through ancient pyramids. Lightning crashed down, scorching the sand and drowning his opponent in a sea of electricity. But through the smoke and dust, Lobo laughed. His body regenerated in an instant. A metal chain swung upward, wrapping tightly around Adam like a steel serpent. The two titans tested each other in direct combat. Adam possessed divine stamina, while Lobo matched Superman in raw physicality. Adam hurled Lobo high into the sky, and in response came a barrage of plasma rounds tearing through the air around them. The sky of Kahndaq blazed as Adam summoned a colossal lightning storm, determined to burn his enemy to ashes. Lobo was consumed in a sea of fire, yet from the ashes he was reborn, tracking his opponent by predatory instinct, turning the clash into a pursuit both brutal and filled with arrogant laughter. At last, Adam channeled the full power of Shazam into a decisive strike. He severed Lobo's head, incinerated what remained, and cast the remnants into space. The desert fell silent, as if the battle had ended. But from a single surviving cell, Lobo regenerated. He returned armed with advanced weapons and pure Czarnian fury. In a savage counterattack, he pierced Adam's chest and tightened the chain, transforming the battle into an unforgiving confrontation between divine authority and immortal madness. Although Black Adam can defeat Lobo multiple times temporarily thanks to his magical power and superior speed, Lobo is absolutely immortal and cannot be permanently killed, having even slain entire pantheons of gods in the past, so he would ultimately exhaust Black Adam to the point of collapse. Lobo drags Black Adam's body away to collect the bounty, while Black Adam may eventually recover but must acknowledge defeat. The winner is Lobo. I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section. Follow me if you liked it. That is today's video. Thank you very much.